All right, guys, so today I want to tell you something that's really simple but really important. Don't be an amateur. What does that mean? Look, we've all seen guys, and not just in junk removal, who show up at a customer's home in an old, unmarked truck, wearing some dirty overalls and carrying a clipboard. Half the time they don't even call before they arrive. That's being an amateur. On the business side, there are people who don't keep their books up to date, skimp on insurance, don't have a good website, or don't want to advertise. That's being an amateur. Here's the thing. The difference between the amateurs and the pros starts with quality of service. But if you're watching this video, you're clearly dedicated to that. Customers can't be certain about the quality of service you offer unless they use you. So you've got to set yourself apart before they even book you. So number one, we got Google. This is the 21st century, guys. Customers are getting on Google to search for junk removal. As I've said time and time again, you don't want to be an amateur. You have to make sure you're ranking well on Google. Get on AdWords, get that SEO going, get yourself out there. You yourself, when you're searching for something in your market, you go on Google to find to find a service that you're not familiar with or a place you want to go. Why do you think customers searching for junk removal aren't doing the same thing? All right, number two, guys, website. Once they find you, customers want to see a professional, attractive website that gives them the information they want. Look, we know websites are challenging and expensive. If you don't have a good one, we've got you covered with our JRA Complete website. You'll get that optimized website that helped build junk doctors into a $2 million a year company for a fraction of what you pay for the same caliber site anywhere else. Your advertising, your ranking on Google, and you've got a professional website. It's also important for you to have a great business name, logo, and colors. Make sure your customer can tell what kind of business you run based on your logo alone. That means your name should be in it somewhere. Having junk removal in it somewhere will go a long way as well. Your color should be aesthetically pleasing and not too dark or crazy. The fourth thing, your trucks. Once you've got the bookings, your trucks make a huge impression. If you're using a truck and trailer, it's all good. We've been there too. But upgrading to a dump truck makes your life way easier and leaves a good impression on your clients. Paint your truck with eye-catching, pleasing company colors and get big logo graphics installed. List your phone number on there too. Once you have multiple trucks, standardize. Make it simple. Get trucks with the same size bed and paint them all to look the same. Keep them clean and running right to help build that brand. Number five, your uniforms. Every single one of your guys must have uniforms and be in uniforms at all times. I can't stress this enough. There isn't much that makes you look less professional than having employees show up to do jobs wearing random old clothes. Get professional uniforms made and issue them to all of your employees. You've got to enforce your dress code too. There's nothing worse than having team members that are supposed to be on uniforms and having one that's in a uniform and having one that isn't. Keep shirts tucked in, look professional, guys. That's the image we're going for. That's how you build your brand. The Junk Doctor uniform is a yellow polo embroidered with our logo, worn with black pants, a belt, boots. We've got winter coats and knit caps for cold weather and a ball cap for the summer too. When your guys show up in uniform, the customer instantly feels that they hired the experts. All right, number six, guys, employees. So what good is a great uniform if the person in it doesn't back it up? We're going to be putting out a brand new video about hiring later this week. What you need to look for in a prospective employee will be covered in that. How to find good candidates, how to interview people, the whole 9 yards. Look for that later this week. Here's the short and sweet of it. You've got to hire people who can work hard and lift heavy stuff. But that can't be your only criteria. Matter of fact, that shouldn't even be your first criteria. The very first thing you should be looking for when you hire somebody is personality. Find personality first, see if they have the strength. If they've got both, mix them in together, you're good to go potentially on that hire. Build a team of people who work well together, who your customers love, and who can think on their feet so you don't have to constantly spend your entire day babysitting them. Remember, especially once you've grown, your employees are going to be the only face of the company that most of your customers see. It's not going to be your face, it's going to be your employee's face. Don't bring someone on board if you would have any reservations about sending them to your mom's house to take an old couch. Trust that gut feeling and don't be afraid to get rid of people who aren't living up to your standards. As we'll talk about in the video later this week, stay one step ahead in hiring, and this will never be a problem. Number 7, this was the most important. Let's talk about your mindset. An amateur mindset is, I'm gonna make a bunch of money right now and I'm gonna stick it all in my pocket. That's amateur guys. A lot of guys think that if they work on the truck, they won't have to pay someone else to do it, and that will translate to more profits. It's the wrong mindset, guys. It's an amateur mindset. For starters, what happens if you're in an accident and you can't work? Or if you just want to take a little vacation? Your business suffers tremendously because you've got to close. It's not set up to run without you. You also limit your growth by thinking only about the immediate money. You need to be reinvesting your profits in your business to keep it growing. A business that relies on its owner to be there every day, that relies on its owner to carry on operations, is not sustainable. You've got to get people and processes in place to make your business work without you. Guys, if you want long-term cash flow that keeps coming in, or even if you're on vacation, you've got to advertise. You've got to be willing to move past the mindset of just pocketing instant cash. Invest in AdWords, invest in a good website, invest in good employees, trucks, and uniforms. That's how you make the real money. Here's the deal, guys. You can focus on that immediate income. You can spend your life as a slave to your business, or you can take control of your life, take control of your business, and invest heavily in advertising, people, and equipment, and to get to the point where you don't have to do any work unless you want to. What you're going to find is when you have a business that runs that well, you're going to enjoy doing the work you do. So you're going to be able to work even harder and better at the things you do for your business. We're talking about total freedom, achieving total freedom while bringing in way more money than you ever could working on the truck. So that's it right there for today's, guys. I hate to disappoint you. This video is over, but we got more content coming up later this week. Be sure to subscribe below. As always, keep pushing. Let's get out there, let's make some money, and don't be an amateur.